Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Nottingham races on Wednesday, the 16th of October. Well, first of all, apologies for the very late video. It's not something I normally do. I've got half day at work. I put the bet on this morning. I didn't actually have time to do the video. I was running late anyway. You haven't really missed out on the prices. It's probably me or myself who's actually got the worst of the prices. One of the horses is short, and generally the rest have lengthened. So I'm not going to talk you through every single horse. I'm going to mention the horses, but the general theme is it's a tricky card. The horses are at Nottingham, so I believe on the straight track, generally, what they do is they won't come up the near side rail. They will avoid it slightly unless it's chucking it down. Normally, they come down pretty much the centre-ish of the track. Well, the stalls are in the centre. So then I always think they pretty much go down the centre, or they might come a little bit, and I'm talking fractions. In fact, skip that. They come down the middle. That's top and bottom in my opinion. The jockeys there may be some different ground somewhere else, so they might be a bit quicker, but generally they come straight down the middle. They might avoid the centre once they've run down it a few times and go very slightly either side of it, but generally it's down the centre. I do always prefer horses at Nottingham on bad ground to be up with the pace, and the horses I've selected, some of them, and I need you to have a look at the horses yourself before you put the bet on. You may fancy some others, but a couple of them have got headgear for the first time, and one of them has ran over further, and I'm just thinking that I think Nottingham is a speed favouring track, but when you've got bad ground, it can be hard for horses to make ground up from behind. So I think these horses that have run over further, not done that well, but dropped back in trip, but with headgear on, could be difficult to peg back. There's two of those in the first race that I've picked, but the bet is it's not to everybody's liking. So I picked three horses at decent prices in one race. I've gone for one horse that I like the connections. I haven't actually looked too close at the horse. I've looked at the connections because I did like the fact that these connections, I think it's Wathnon Racing, took two horses to Pontefract the other day, and the horses just looked different class. I wouldn't say they were short price favourites or nailed on that day, but they seemed to be too good for the field, and I'm thinking that this horse once again could be too good for the field, and it's not a crazy short price either. It's not ideal for each way price, each way betting, but a winner's a winner. It's not the end of the world if it comes place, but it's not ideal, but it keeps a few of the bets going. And so I picked three horses in one race, one likely possible winner in one race, and two selections in another race. So let me get into it. So what I've had is, and I haven't got my glasses on, I think it's a 15 pence each way trebles and 25 pence each way doubles. I think it comes to £7 in total. So the first race is the 3:15 at Nottingham, and Sky Bet, who I normally place the bet with because they offer more places. Look around if you haven't got a Sky Bet account. So the first of the three horses is Wathbar at 17-2. This horse has already drifted to something like 12s or 14s, I think it is. The second selection is Commander Flavius at 12-1. I do believe that is now 22-1. I thought these prices were fair at the time. Clearly, I haven't got value, but if it wins, I can just about bear it. And the third selection is Big Bug. Well, I thought there were interesting things about Big Bug where it could potentially run much better than it has been doing. I do believe Wathbar and Commander Flavius have both got first-time headgear. I think it's different headgear as well. They both got. I think one's got a visor, one's got possibly cheek pieces. I may be wrong, but they've got headgear anyway. I believe that might be the kick up to the backside that they needed. Wathbar, you can't ignore Archie Watson at Nottingham, and you certainly can't ignore Richard Hannon at Nottingham either. Commander Flavius is Richard Hannon, and Wathbar is Watson, Archie Watson. I forgot his first name then. I nearly called him Ashley. Oh, Ashley. The third horse is Big Bug, and I think it's trained by Martin Dunn, which I don't know too much about that trainer. So that's the first race. the second race, and this is like the nap, as in I'm going by connections. I haven't looked too much at the form, but I think it's got a chance. It's 11-4. It's from a very powerful Racing Connections, and the horse is Solar Acclaim at 11-4 in the 450 at Nottingham, paying 4 places instead of 3. And I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to give you the other 2 horses now. So the race is the 520 at Nottingham, and the first selection is Sounds of Spring at 15-2. I think that's around about 10-1 at the moment. And I say at the moment, it's dead on 11 o'clock, just as I'm recording this video. And the final selection is Fortunate Star. And I think this is about the same price now as what it was when I put it on, about 13-2. So Fortunate Star also in the 520 at Nottingham, paying 4 places instead of 3. So if you want to follow me in exactly, in the doubles box, click each way and type in 0.25 and then go to the trebles box, click each way and put 0.15 in, which is 15 pence each way. And that is a £7 bet, just double checks, I think it is, and submit it. And that is the bet, and you are following me in exactly. The reason why I've got so many selections is because I couldn't really split them. I thought, well, on heavy ground, it's hard to really narrow it down to one horse because there's so many in such poor racing, so many variables, possibilities. Just to let you know, I looked at the Redcar Esplanade webcam, and there were puddles, not huge puddles, but there were puddles on the coast watch. So the track is only a couple of miles away from the coast, so there will have been some more rain. I don't know currently what the going is, although when I looked first thing this morning, bearing in mind first thing this morning, as in Wednesday morning, that hadn't been updated since Tuesday 9 a.m. and it was described as soft, and there'd been some rain since. There hasn't been a deluge, but there's been a fair amount. It probably keeps it soft. There's some more rain forecast today. I'm just about to, in fact, I'll tell you what, let's do it now. Redcar Esplanade. Oh, I do. Right, anyway. There we go. So all you need to do, Redcar Esplanade, click on the Cam Secure link, skip the ads, click on the green box on the play. I've tapped the screen, unlock all that. So there is a view. There's 2 views. That is the one out to sea. It changes. They do move the camera around. Click on Esplanade webcam and it should give you the street version, I do believe. Never do live shows with pets or Redcar Esplanade. So we're being smashed with ads now. Oh, it's ill. Right. One of these cameras. There we go. So I've enlarged it, and you can see the road's wet. They've had some rain still. She's got a coat on. She's not very happy. I think she's had a bit of a fallout with her husband. So yeah, so that is the Redcar coast. So there has been some rain. I'd say it's still soft. It might be heavy in places, but you know the draw by now. It's low numbers on the straight course. Hopefully, the stands are on the near side, and that will put the high draw numbers basically in the bog. So I look forward to Friday because that's when Redcar is. So I wish you the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.